My name is Bailey Resman, and I need to be stopped.
Okay, guys, I'm starting this episode with a formal apology. Today I'm back, and I'm sorry that I left you guys without anything. I went on a hiatus and didn't let you guys know. And now I'm back to fuck shit up, I want to be an informal or formal apologist. And then later today, oh my God, I'm gonna do this the day the episode comes out. I'm gonna write a notes app apology and put it on my Instagram story. But I do want to give an informal apology. I can never use a chat GPT or formal, people write. Oh my God. Also, guys, I'm so serious. I had to stop recording the last episode. Well, not the last episode, the last take, because I cannot stop yawning. It's pissing me off. And I'm not even kidding. I slapped myself in the face twice because I just needed to be awake. But here's the other thing. Why am I not awake? So I'm pissed off because I went to sleep early yesterday. You asked me, why did you go to sleep early? Because I wanted to watch fucking Love Island. And I was like, no, I have to record the podcast tomorrow. And yeah, I turned that shit off early for you people. And guess what? I'm still suffering. I'm gonna yawn again right now. I don't know why it keeps happening. But I turned Love Island off early, 45 minutes early. So I could fucking get up and record the podcast and get out of bed. And now I don't know why. I'm still fucking tired. I went to sleep at 1. That's early for me. 1:30 is pushing it. Even that's kind of early. Usually I'm up to 2 or 3 in the morning. Okay. We need to go back. Here is my informal apology to everybody right now. And I'm about to give you reasoning on why I had a hiatus. Shut the fuck up, Bailey. Hiatus. The fuck are you? Fucking Jeffree Star, James Charles, David Dobrik. He went on a hiatus. Moral of the story is that why I haven't been here, I did have a really great episode planned for May. It was the best concept ever. And I will figure out another way to to make it up to you guys. I can't even talk about what the episode is and why it failed because it's actually kind of really sad and personal. So yeah. Anyways, I did have a May episode planned for you, and obviously I missed it. And now we're in June, and I will say this is the reason why. This is the biggest reason I got another job. Yay me. No, it's not yay me. Because I'm still fucking serving. It's not like I'm doing that much. I am serving still. I don't have a, influencer job. I'm going and I'm talking to tables and they keep asking me if I have espresso. And they keep asking me if we have sweet potato fries. And at the other job, we have sweet potato fries. At the other job, we have a coffee shop. So yeah, I got another job. And so lately, if you know me personally, I've been working 6 days a week and 3 of them are doubles. And it's really tiring. And sometimes I don't want to just sit down and talk to a camera because that's all I do all day. That's all I do all day. It's what I do to myself. I'm sitting there all the time fucking talking to myself. But yeah, want to give an informal apology. I did go on hiatus unannounced. I want to apologize because I can't stop yawning. Legitimately, I don't know if I said this already. I think I did. I slapped myself in the face. Wait, what? I slapped myself in the face twice. I'll be posting a video of it. What the fuck is wrong with me? But yeah, so I haven't been busy. I've been busy. Literally, I've just been busy. I have no time for my friends. I have no time for Love Island. I have no time for, Love Island and Below Deck. I haven't been able to sit down and watch Below Deck either. So that's how you know I'm fucking working all the time. Because if I want to do anything ever, it's watch Love Island or Below Deck. Like, I was talking about it to my friends the other day, and we were talking about our favorite TV shows, and I'm like, I'm not even kidding. I think Below Deck's my favorite one. A reality TV show about yachting. It's my favorite. And guess what? I was going to say it like that. But yeah, moral of the story is that I just got another job. I've been busy. I've been working. I'm losing my mind a little bit. I've been smoking a lot of weed. And it's summer. And I don't even get to enjoy summer because I'm just working all the time. So that sucks. But we're finally back. And this episode theme is, if you guys have been following my podcast account after I haven't posted in a month and a half, I did post I have a new logo. I'm going to insert it on the side. You're going to say, Bailey, what's different about this one than the last one? Well, this one now has a whole bunch of signs behind it. It's got a yield sign and like a no parking sign. I don't even know if it actually does have that, but, and I thought to myself, because I was like, I need something to give me like a little bit more like stand out. And I was looking at the logo and I was like, maybe I should redo the logo. And I was sitting there for so long, and like I came up with so many versions of the logo, and I was like changing the colors and giving it new backgrounds. Guys, I'm not even kidding. At one point there was a pink stop sign with cheetah backgrounds, and it just wasn't it. It wasn't it. And every time I was on Canva designing this thing, I was like, every time I went to the logo that I have now, I'm like, yeah, this is the one. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I do know what it is. It's just fucking traffic signs. So it goes with the whole entire theme of the episode. Because this episode is themed to me and my driving. Yeah. That's legitimately the only time I have ever needed to like be stopped. Genuinely, is on the road. And so, and as we know me, I am wearing a blue crew neck today, and it says, I need to be stopped. And it's in yellow lettering. It will be on my merch site. Just fucking kidding. My friend Sienna got it for me for Christmas. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I cried so hard. It was one of the best gifts I've ever been given, along with Miss Cunty Kitty. Also, back for the reband, we added some things to the wall. And we added some things to the wall 10 minutes before I decided to hit record, I said, let me put the pictures of the cats on the wall. So that way when any man comes over, they just can look at the cats. Hey, whatever. Anyways, yeah, so I'm back. It's still probably going to be about one episode a month. And that should be okay with you people, okay? I have a life. Kind of, not really. But yeah, we're going to take it back to all the way to when I first started driving, which was 2016. And so I will say, when I turned 15, I didn't go to driver's ed. Like, I did it through the summer school. You know what I'm saying? Some people do it outside of school, and they do the driver's ed outside of school, and like, that's just not a thing. Like, for me personally, like, everybody that I know is really terrified to drive with me. Like, everybody was so nervous, and like reasonably so, because holy shit, I'm a hot mess a lot of the time. But I also think it was like undiagnosed ADHD and anxiety. Yeah, I should have been medicated for that shit so early. That's why why high school was so traumatic for me. We'll have that episode. And if you just heard that noise, this is my new water bottle. Olivia has been replaced. My big giant purple Olivia Rodrigo Stanley has been replaced because she does leak fucking everywhere. And it's like, I gotta, like, my wallet just keeps it so cold. I need to take a sip of water. ASMR. But yeah, from the beginning, everybody was kind of nervous about driving with me. Don't blame them. Literally every person I knew. And when I turned 15, my mom did not enroll me in driver's ed. I ended up doing it like through our high school, summer school, but like you couldn't get your license until you turned 16. I don't really know. And I didn't get my driver's license until I was 17. But we'll start from the beginning of me during driver's ed. And I have one particular story I would love to talk about. So, as a woman now in Chicago, there's one thing about me I will always brag about. I talk about it when I had dating apps, but I fucking hate dating apps and will never download one again. I'd much rather like be hit in the head with a nail gun. Like, shut the fuck up, Bailey. Anyway, so driver's ed, that was a fun time. And I remember it was me and 3 other girls, and we were in a group in the car. So much fucking fun. And I remember going back to the whole thing with parallel parking. It was something that I would brag about. I'm a good fucking parallel parker. But was I when I was 16, 15, however old I was? Absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not was I. I was a horrible fucking driver. Holy shit. And I remember one day we were practicing parallel parking. You know where this is. Actually, you don't know where the fuck this is going. We have cones to obviously, like, you know, you have to, when you're parallel parking, the spot is obviously not the biggest spot. You have to turn the wheel. You have to turn. I'm not even going to describe parallel parking. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm parallel parking and there's cones on the end so you can fit into the spot. And let's just say I got the cone stuck in the wheel. And I don't know how that happens. Like, genuinely, I really don't. I think there is a picture on Twitter somewhere in my old account where I'm going to insert it here. Okay. It's inserted here. Maybe not, though, because I actually don't know if the picture's on Twitter. But I got a cone stuck in the wheel. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. And here's the thing, too, that gets really more awesome from that. So at the end of driver's ed, I think it's every way for this person. You know, you just have to pass the driving test. And once you turn 16 and you pass the driving test, you get your license. And so knowing me, Miss Bailey, you do it with a driving instructor that you've been with, and then, like, you have 2 people in the car. It's called the road test. I just remembered now. And so the thing that was the biggest thing that would make you fail the road test is that if there was like a, you know, going to a single lane or like a, you know, lane merging. And obviously I didn't see the lane sign. And if you don't see it and you don't change lanes, you fail automatically. And I failed. And I also, here was the thing, is that I didn't just fail it because I missed the lane reduction. Lane reduction, that was the word. The lane reduction sign. I also did like the worst 3-point turn maybe ever. Like, literally, I think it was like a 20-point turn. I was not good at anything when it came to driving. And that was because, did I get into this? Did I say this? I don't know if I said it. My parents basically would not drive with me, would barely take me out driving. And the way that they tried to train me to fucking drive was driving a fucking 1970s fucking stick shift. No, not stick shift. It wasn't stick shift. Station wagon. They were teaching me on a station wagon. Like, that's not, like, it was a car built in the 70s. And it's like, when your gear, to change gears, it's on, like, the steering wheel. It's not even, like, you can just move the handle. No. And it's like, no wonder I failed my fucking driving test. Because obviously, like, when I didn't get to practice. And that leads me into, I did fail my second driving test. Oh my God, what the fuck was wrong with me? I failed 2. Not 1, but 2. 2 driving tests. And I remember vividly the way I failed. I failed because I honestly didn't even understand, like, how traffic worked. Like, this is why I need to be stopped. This is, like, literally the whole entire podcast episode. Like, why? Like, this is actually insane. Like, this is actually crazy. I don't know where I was going, though. I was off topic. I'm smoking too much weed. My brain's like scrambled eggs. And I've been working so much. They were just teaching me stick shift, I guess. Anyways, I failed my second road test. I remembered. Okay, I failed my second road test, which is like the stupidest thing ever. Because I remember vividly the woman I had was pissed because I was like was going to turn left. and I had a green arrow and I just didn't go. I didn't understand traffic. I literally did not understanding. I didn't understand how like four-way stop signs worked. Yeah. And that's why I failed. But also my parents never took me driving. But eventually, I remember I had the worst anxiety the day before I was going to get my license or take my third driving test. And of course, like, I was 17 when I got my license. Like, everybody got their license like junior year. I did not, or honestly, sophomore year. It was in between those times. And I didn't get mine until I was 17. And I remember my friend would drive me to school. And it was awesome. It was really awesome, actually. Really nice of him. I buy him Starbucks in exchange. But yeah, so that gives you like a little bit of like, why was everybody scared to drive with me? I get a cone stuck in the wheel. I fail my driving test. I don't know how to do a 3-point turn. I don't know how stop signs work. I miss lane reductions. There's like the use, you know? But eventually when I did get my license, I drove this car. And I'm going to insert a picture. And it was a 2-door. It probably had to be from the 90s. Green LeBaron convertible. The car was ugly as fuck. I named the car Lenny. And like, Lenny was loved amongst like all of my friends. I was like the cool friend because I had the convertible. So everybody always wanted to drive with me, which is like so silly because like everybody wanted to drive with me. But also at the same time, I was a horrible driver. And I remember one time too, I was like driving and these kids in my 8-push class were so fucking annoying. These fucking stupid ass boys. Like, and we're like trying to talk to me with my fucking top down. And I'm like, please leave me the fuck alone. Why are you obsessed with me? Anyways, yeah, everybody wanted to drive with me all the fucking time, which was crazy. Let alone, the craziest thing is that it was a cassette. It didn't even have I don't think it had a CD player. I think it was only a cassette player, now that I think about it. And so the way that you would have to play music is that you had to insert the cassette player. And you had to connect it to your phone via an aux cord, and then you can drive. And every summer, I also had a playlist called Convertible Weather, and like, I would roll my windows down, I'd take the top off, and it was the best. I love that fucking car so much. It was like just like peak being like a fun like 16. Well, I wasn't 16 driving that car, 17-year-old, and it was my car. I love the car so much. And yeah, everybody wanted to drive with me. And unfortunately, I have some unfortunate news. I did total the car. It was really sad. It was really fucking sad. Lenny died. Lenny fucking died, bro. And I could have also almost died. And you're like, what? So I need to be stopped on the road. Like, truly, I could have almost fucking died. Do you guys ever think about, though, like, knock on wood, like, sometimes it's just like a split second and you, like, could have been dead when it comes to driving, or you could have been in a horrible accident when it comes to driving, or you could have hit someone. Like, do you think about that? Like, or is that just me? Like, do I have horrible road anxiety still? Maybe. The car got totaled, and I remember the day it happened. It was so stupid. It was on a fucking residential road. I remember I'm going to turn left, and I thought they had, like, I thought the people who were driving on the right-hand side, like, it was literally, like, a 2-lane road, if that makes, and I was turning left, and this guy was going right, and I thought he had a stop sign, and he didn't. And so when I was turning left, I remember, it's like, I knew at the time, I felt like at the time I was at fault a lot more than I actually was, because I think about it, and it's like, I remember I was already in the middle of the road, and I was like honking the horn, and I was like, I was already halfway through, and he just slammed into me. The top was down, and I'm not even kidding. The glass of my windows were rolled down, and like the glass from the windows shattered everywhere. Everywhere. Hi, Mr. Reliable. Everywhere. And I remember it was so fucking scary. Holy shit. I mean, what 16-year-old wouldn't be freaking out, you know? And so I'm freaking out. It's fucking scary as fuck. And I almost die, obviously, because if it wasn't for this car being so fucking old and having huge ass doors, I probably would have died or gotten severely, severely, severely hurt. And yeah, the car got totaled and it was so sad. My dad screamed at me, which was crazy. I remember the cop was like, the cop seemed pretty pissed at me, obviously, but I was like a fucking teenage girl. I just got into an accident. Like, it's scary. It's scary. And my dad was like screaming at me on the phone. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. The car's totaled. And then guess what? My dad sold something that had to do with the car. Like, I think he made money off the car and then he bought himself a Mustang. Insane. I know. Guys, and you know what? We're back and Mr. Reliable's here now. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. I'm like so happy you guys get to see him. Like, he's just being so sweet right now. But yeah, that was the story of my first car. You're saying to me, Bailey, how does it get crazier? Well, I'm about to tell you, he's being so cute right now. He's being the sweetest boy I've ever met. There was a second convertible. And also, you know what I just thought about? My sister got a Saab convertible for her birthday when she was 16. And I got the fucking green car. Jordan got a new car, of course. I got the old fucking car. And she also got into a car accident. Something about convertibles and getting into car accidents is crazy. But I'm not even kidding. There was 2 convertibles. I had a second convertible that I used to drive. And this is the one that is the most iconic car. Because here was the thing about this car. Legitimately, my parents should have never let me drive that car. You're saying to me, Bailey, what the fuck are you talking about? Why shouldn't you be driving that car? It was a gold Sebring, maybe like 1998. It was a car from the 90s. And one thing about that car was like 60% of the time. 60% of the time. The car's dashboard did not work. So I never knew how fast I was going or how much gas I had. Isn't that the craziest fucking thing you've ever fucking heard? Why did my parents let me drive that car? Like, I'm so serious. This is legitimately like why I should have been stopped. Like, I have no idea why they let me drive that car. My sister drove it first. They drove it all the way up from Florida. So it's like, I don't even know how they kept track of the gas. Because like, I feel like 40% of the time it never worked, like the dashboard, but sometimes it worked. And trust me, I got a buttload of stories about this guy. Like, this car was insane. But yeah, dashboard doesn't work. And you asked me, Bailey, how'd you never know how fast you were going or how much gas you had? I love to guesstimate. Like, I just loved to guesstimate, I guess. And here was the thing is that I ran out of gas not once, but twice. We'll get to the first one. The first one's absolutely fucking hysterical. So the first one, I ran out of gas was, so I'm going to work. This is at my first job, okay? And I'm going to work at my first job and I'm driving tee-hee-ha-ha, whatever. We all know that's happening. And I don't know how much gas is in the car, obviously. And it's like literally maybe less than 10 minutes to get to my first job from my house in the suburbs. And I'm driving and all of a sudden my car runs out of gas. I'm like, oh, fuck. Luckily, it was right by a gas station. And you're like, okay, good, Bailey, thank God. Nope. It's always a fun extra added layer. The gas station was under construction. And it's like the convenience store was open, but the gas wasn't. I'm like, the legitimate gas. And the gas station is called a gas station, not the service station, Yeah, I guess. I don't know why. Maybe they were doing something, but I couldn't get any gas. But you know what I do buy? I buy the little, little red gallon thing where you put extra gas in your car. Yeah, I bought one of those. And here's the thing. Then, because it was a grocery store, it was at the Meijer in Bloomingdale, Illinois. You would have to walk even further because there is a second gas station. So I walk all the way down there and get my little ass over there. What do you know, Bailey? I actually ended up getting gas. Isn't that crazy for me? Things look like they never work. Yeah, I was actually fucking lying to you. That gas station also had no gas. And so I'm sitting here late for work, texting my boss being like, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be there soon. A lot is going on. I just need to tell you in person. And so then I'm calling my mom. My mom is like, figure it out. And also, this is like a time before Uber was really a thing. And so I'm like begging, calling my mom. I'm like, Mom, please, I need you to come here and just go to the gas station and get me gas and drop it off. I remember it was a Saturday morning and she was home every Saturday. And so, yeah, she was pissed. She was fucking pissed. She's like, you're making me leave my house right now. You're making me literally leave my house right now to go get you fucking gas. And so, yeah, she ends up getting me gas. Thank God. Gives me the little, she buys me the little, no, I bought one, but then she had one at home, gets it, fills it up with gas. I drive to work. I'm telling my boss because obviously she knows that basically I'm the klutziest person in the whole entire world. I drop everything. I go crazy. Things happen like that. That's obviously me. And so I'm getting there and I'm like, you'll never believe what just happened to me, Lori. I'm like, I ran out of gas because obviously my dashboard doesn't work. So I don't know how fast I'm going and I don't know how much gas I have. So I pull over and go, and there's a gas station right there. But the craziest thing is that the gas station's under construction. The convenience store part of the gas station is not open. So no, it's not convenient for me. No convenience store. It's not convenient. And of course, when I am like, oh shit, okay, well, there's a gas station on the other side of the grocery store. That one's also under construction too. Who the fuck does that happen to? Who does that happen to? Oh my God, Mr. Reliable's being the sweetest, cutest thing in the whole entire world right now. And I love him so much. And so that was just one thing that has happened. And then here's the number two, the second time I ran out of gas. So the second time I ran out of gas, I am driving I used to nanny these kids, and it was a 30-minute drive. I'm going to pick up the cat. I knew you were going to make some noise. Just sit. It's fine. I left something at their house, and they were going to go on a trip, and they're like, oh, we'll leave. It was literally my computer charger. And they were like, oh, we'll leave it in the mailbox for you. And so I'm like, tee hee ha ha, it's 30 minutes away. We already know where this is going. And so I'm on the highway. I'm on the fucking highway. I'm halfway there. And we already know what happens. My car runs out of gas. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. And so I have to call Jordan, my sister. Jordan, I need you to give me gas right now. I need you to give me gas. I need you. So she had to literally I was literally standing on in the shoulder for maybe 30 minutes. And she comes, she gets me gas. She's pissed. She's on the other side. She's on the other side of the highway where the shoulder is on. So I'm on the left-hand shoulder. She's facing this way, her left-hand shoulder too. And so she hands me the gas. You're saying to yourself, Bailey, holy fuck, that's also crazy too. You're on the highway. Well, here's an like a super important note too that happened. Oh well, Marley, the 110-pound German Shepherd that my family has, our family dog, is, I don't know, in the car with me too, in this little small convertible. What is wrong with me? And so I run out of fucking gas with the fucking big ass German Shepherd in the fucking car. I can't even open the fucking doors because because obviously we're on the fucking highway. So I'm fucking have Marley crammed into the back seat. It's a two-seater. It's a two-seater. And that dog, holy fuck, that dog was in the car with me. I did get my gas eventually. So that was a fun one. Now I have to, like, I wrote notes and I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, what else has happened to me? My God. I just looked at one. That was so funny. Okay. So there was this one time I was driving with my friend. It was COVID. And I remember vividly. I was like, I'm gonna get a microphone for the car so we can like sing. We had nothing better to do with COVID. And so we were driving around, like we had the mic in my hand, and don't worry, like both hands were one hand was on the wheel, or sometimes two hands were on the wheel, and whatever. Anyways, I had a mic, okay? I had a pink fucking microphone that is somewhere here in this apartment. I'm 99% sure it is here. And we went to the drive-through of, I don't even know, McDonald's, Raising Cane's, something. I don't fucking know where exactly. And we're in the drive-through. Do we know where this is going? And so the people are right about to give me my food. The window opens, and I am like, can I sing for you? And I legitimately am at this drive-through, and I start singing Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, because at that time, you guys, I'm taking you back to 2021, January 2021. Who was the biggest person to blow up? Fucking Olivia Rodrigo. And so I'm sitting there fucking singing Driver's License to these people in the drive-thru. I'm with my friend, and she's fucking dying of laughter. And I remember vividly, like, oh my God, the Snapchat video of it. I remember it vividly, and I can't find it. But I don't have Snapchat anymore, so that's probably why. So yeah. Another fun fact about this car, okay? Another fun fact about this car is that also during COVID, we had nothing better to do. We would wake up at like 4 in the fucking morning. 4 in the fucking morning. And I would go pick up everybody. We would drive to the city. We would drive to the fucking city with the fucking top down. I remember vividly one day we played Starships, and we would just drive and go to the beach. And we were suburbs kids. We had nothing better to do. So we would drive, and we would sit there, and like, I just remember vividly, like, it was pitch black. It was pitch black. My fucking, at this point, it was probably like 5 in the morning. And we're driving. It's on the fucking highway. My fucking convertible top is down, and we're blasting Starships. And I think at one point my friend stood up in the car. Probably not the best thing to do. Anyways, what else has happened in that fucking car? Oh, God, this car was so crazy. This car was so fucking crazy. Okay, here was another thing that I mentioned so long ago, like in my Celebrity Crushes video. We would drive to David Dobrik's house all the time. All the fucking time. We had nothing better to do. It was COVID. Like, I was obsessed with him. We were all obsessed with him. So we were like, let's drive to his house. Whatever. I remember I'm driving my car. Tee hee ha ha. Whatever. Everything's fine. And like most cars have like automatic start now. You just gotta press a button. Mine didn't. My keys went into the steering wheel. And I'm driving, tee hee ha ha. And then as we're driving to fucking Vernon Hills, my keys just fall out of the ignition. Just fall out. The car's still on. I don't know how the car is still fucking on. The car's fucking on. And we're all freaking out. We're all freaking out. Obviously, I picked the keys back up. I put them back in, but holy fuck, that has never happened. The car was still on. Like, that's just the craziest thing I've ever fucking heard. Also, guys, I'm gonna stand up real quick and go look and make sure my camera is still recording. And by my camera, I mean Brooke's camera. All right, I'll be back. Love you, Brooke. Oh my God, Mr. Reliable's on the table. Okay, I'm getting up. I'm getting up. I love keeping this in, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I just put my face on the camera. Okay, I have 66 minutes. We're good. We have an hour and 6 minutes. We're chilling. We're chilling. And if I talk for an hour and 6 minutes, dear God, I'm so sorry, people. Okay, I'm back. Could you guys hear all of that? I don't know. This is another thing that is fucking crazy that has happened with this car. Oh my God. Like, I don't know. Like, seriously, I do not know why my parents let me drive that car. Like, it was actually insane, considering I failed my road test twice. I got my license at 17. And I totaled another car. And they said, hey, Bailey, we're going to give you the car that has a dashboard that doesn't work. But here's another fun fact about my car at that time. That car would die all of the time. All of the time, because of course it would. Oh my God, hold on, I just remembered something. I remember my first day I got my license, and of course I picked up 2 friends. You're supposed to only drive one person, and then you could have a family member or some shit. I picked up 2 of my friends, and we are driving. I take them to Starbucks, and this is in my green convertible before the gold convertible, obviously before I, totaled the green one. And we go to Starbucks, whatever, tee-hee ha-ha, and then we go outside, and my car's dead. The car's fucking dead. So what happens now? My mom has to fucking bust her ass all the way to go to fucking Starbucks to fucking jump the car. But back to what I was saying, the car would die all the fucking time. I know how to fucking jump a car. Like, that's a really good fun fact about me. There's 2 things I know vividly, not vividly, but I know very well about cars, and that is how to jump one, and that is how to parallel park. I don't know how to change a tire. We need more men for that. Like, that's the only time I'll say we need more men. Like, I did have someone change my tire one time, I will say. The guy I was friends with at the time. Anyways, where I was going, the car would die all the time. And so winter sucked. I would go somewhere and we had to sit there and drive the car. I don't think it ever died anywhere else. But one time when it died, we were, when you jump the car, you got to connect it to the battery. Like, obviously that car took so long to charge too. And whatever, once the car was finally charged, I'm driving. It's the middle of fucking winter. And I'm not even kidding. The hood of the car fucking pops up while I'm fucking driving. It was legitimately one of the scariest things that has ever fucking happened. Why did my parents let me drive that car? It literally was so fucking scary. It literally popped open. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do in that situation? What am I supposed to do? Yeah. So that was scary. Hold on. I need to keep looking at my notes. It's so far away, I can't see. Anyways, back to what I was going. Oh my God. This is so funny. Another time, my friend, we were all fucking, I wasn't high. I want to put that out. I was not high driving the car. But my friend was high, and she said, she was like, I keep forgetting that this is a real car because of the dashboard. Like, okay. This is the last story I can remember off the top of my head about the car. And this is a really crazy one. So another thing we did during COVID, like, it was a huge trend. And it was like you would get wigs and like go somewhere. And so one day we decided to get wigs. I got a purple one. I got a purple wig, and my friend Kim got a pink one, and my friend Lily got a green one. And like, it was COVID. We had the top down. We were driving, and we went to Raising Cane's and ordered at the drive-thru. There's literally nothing better to do. At the time, like, people would just go and hang out at Raising Cane's in Schaumburg. Like, it was the thing that people would do. We had nothing better to do. And so we're at Cane's, right? And, you know, as we're driving, these two guys are, like, honking at us on the side of the road. Like, they're driving next to us and they're honking at us. They're like guys our age, like giggling, laughing. They're like, "You guys look so good," da, 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 whatever. I don't know how it leads to this, but at some point we got their Snapchat. I don't know how. Their names were Matthew and Cookie. Matthew and Cookie. Like, I don't think I knew his actual name. I think I only knew him as Cookie. God, what the fuck? And so then we get their Snapchat. They text us. They're like, "Do you want to go meet up somewhere?" And we're like, "Sure, fuck it." So we go and we meet up with them at this park. We go to this park. Our other friend goes home because she's younger than us and she has a curfew. Me and my friend are probably like 19, 20 at this point. And our other friend was still in high school. And so she goes home. And I just remember, like, so then it became me, Matthew, Cookie, and my friend Kim. And we were like, should we go to David Dobrik's house? Common trend. We would just drive to David Dobrik's house all the fucking time. I don't know why. It was really weird. And so we drive all the way to Vernon Hills. It's like a 45-minute drive. And so we go to Vernon Hills, whatever, with these two guys we just met. And obviously, too, it's like I met them, we got their Snapchat, and now we're driving to Vernon Hills together. And then I remember where we met up was the park, and I remember, like, "Do you guys want to play Spin the Bottle?" Like, oh my fuck, like, no. Like, no, I don't want to play Spin the Bottle. Like, and so we drive to David Dobrik's house, and you're like, okay, that's it? That's the driving story? No. Then we decide, I had a fake ID. Let's go to fucking 7-Eleven, and I'll get us alcohol. And I really didn't drink either. Like, I think I just liked the idea of drinking and, like, seeing, like, and feeling that I was super cool, that I need another sip of water. Anyways, so I get us, I think, White Claws. I think it was White Claws. And we go to this garage in the middle of Schaumburg. And we just, like, shotgun. I don't think I did. And if I did, maybe it was one. But also, like, I don't think I did. That's not something I would have done when I was 19. Drink and drive. No, that's not. I was very, very, like, I don't know, I'm, like, up my own ass about things. Like, I was very prideful that I didn't smoke weed and I didn't drink, but, like, now I smoke so much weed. Anyways, so yeah, then we literally shotgun these fucking White Claws with these two fucking randos that we just met, probably like 1 in the fucking morning. And then, yeah, we like saw them like 2 other times and we were in a group chat and then that was it. But that recaps the gold convertible. There's one more, like the end of the story at the end of the day is that they did end up selling the car for like $500. They had a garage sale, my parents, and they just sold it. And I was like, damn. R.I.P. That person hopefully has gotten the dashboard fixed. Like, we're not even kidding. We went to so many people to try to get the dashboard fixed. It never worked. Like, nobody could get it fixed. It was very odd. Okay. Now we're moving on to another iconic thing that I drove. And that was at my first job. I worked in catering and I would have to drive a van. And like, I'm not talking about a little van. They were all big vans. There was, oh my God, I would have to drive a van so fucking far. It didn't even matter. Like, where would I go? Schaumburg, Hoffman Estates. One time I went to Mundelein, like Chicago. Like, I would have to drive like all of these places with fucking chicken tenders in the back. Like, so funny. And so, yeah. I will give you descriptions of all the vans that I can remember off the top of my head. There was Big White, which was the big fucking huge van. I don't think it had any back windows. No, that one didn't have back windows. And they have little 19-year-old me driving that fucking car. There was like the legitimately like Sporties van. I worked at this place called Sporties, and it had the logo wrapped around it. And then there was the Ram that also had no back windows, but it had a backup camera and it had Bluetooth. So that was the personal favorite. I worked with these two teenage boys, and that was like our car that we really liked. And so then this was a fun one. This is one of my favorites. So so fucking funny. And so I was driving Big White, the car that has no back windows, and it's a huge van, because basically we had so many deliveries throughout the day that that was the only delivery that was available with that like that had the biggest amount of space for all the thing that I had to bring for the catering event. And so, you know, it was like all of these trays, it was the sternos, it was we had to get water, like all of these things that we had to do for catering. And one time, this is a famous thing about me. I never can see speed bumps. I hate speed bumps. Everything always goes flying in my car. My ass literally goes out of the fucking seat whenever I am driving a car and I pass a speed bump. And so I'm driving Big White. I'm in the middle of like, I think Glenellen. And that's like a hoity-toity neighborhood. And I remember setting up. It was a rich person's house. For sure, rich person. And I'm driving, whatever, tee ha ha. I don't see a speed bump. I don't see a speed bump. And my ass goes fucking flying. My ass is out of that seat. We had like I don't even know what it was called. We like had this box that would keep it warm, we would like put trays into this box and it would keep everything warm. And I remember that shit goes flying, down, hits the doors. Yeah, so that wasn't fun. But here's the part of the story that's the funny part of it. I'm probably like 19 years old. Maybe I'm even 18. I feel like this is probably my first summer I worked there, so probably 18. And someone calls the restaurant and calls my boss, and they were like, there's someone who's driving a Sporties van right now, and they're driving like a maniac. And I get back from my delivery. Lori, my boss, tells me. And Lori was like, it couldn't have been fucking Bailey because she drives like a fucking old lady, which I did at the time. But like, I didn't see a speed bump. So of course my ass went flying. Like, so much so that a woman calls the restaurant and lets my boss know that there's someone driving like a maniac in the Sporties van. And of course it was me. Hold on, I need more water. This was another fun one. I remember my boss is sending me to the store. It was fun. I liked working at that job because she would just send me places. Like sometimes she'd be like, can you go to Jewel and get this? Can you go get gas? Like literally whatever. She'd send me to the store. And I remember she was sending me to the store, to the Meijer that I fucking, that I tried to get gas from. Their gas was probably working that day. She sends me to Meijer, and, you know, I was driving the van with no back windows. And what happens? I back into a trash can, and the back brake lights break. Like, they literally break. I break the brake lights. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And I remember I like picked up all the pieces and I just like shoved it into my hoodie and I just like start sobbing. Like, oh my fucking God. I just fucking ruined the lights. And I'm like, fucking 18-year-old girl. And so I go to fucking Meijer. I'm like trying not to have a panic attack. Like, I'm just like, holy fuck, I just fucking broke the fucking lights on the van. And so I get there. I come back and like I literally pull my boss Lori into the office, and she knew me. Like, she knew, like, she's like, she was very, very, like, easy on me, even though there were a lot of shit that I did at that job that was, like, I could have easily been fired for. It was not even that, like, I could have been fired. I just, like, was a mess. Like, I would just create a mess. Anyways, I remember vividly I walk into her office, and I, like, close the door, and I was like, I have to talk to you. She's like, what? And I, like, pull the fucking red pieces of fucking broken car light out. And I was like, I broke the back windows. And I just started crying. And she was like, that's why you're freaking out. That's why you're crying. And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh my God, it's not a fucking big deal. Because apparently, like, our restaurant owner, Rocco, knew like every person. He knew so many people. And so, like, they just fixed it for him. But I remember just being so fucking like, oh my God. I remember another time I was driving my coworker, Thomas, and I remember we were driving the car that had aux, or not aux, the Bluetooth. That was the crowd favorite. Everybody loved that car because, yeah. And I remember we were driving and we were like sitting on, if anybody knows like about Munger Road. So Munger Road is this like famous, it's not even famous, it's like a urban legend in the suburbs. And like apparently if you put your car on neutral and you put baby powder, they're saying that like the kids that died on Munger Road will push you. And I remember we like sat there for a few minutes and like sat on Munger Road and like nothing obviously fucking happened. I remember though vividly, Thomas was like, we need to get some gangster rap up in this bitch. This like 16-year-old white boy. God, another fun one about the fucking Sporties van is that I remember I was late for a delivery and I was like freaking out. And I never told my boss that I didn't drive on the highway. I was too scared to drive on the highway. And now I drive on the highway all the time. And it's so fucking easy to drive on the highway. But I was scared. I was scared to tell her because we have to go on so many deliveries so far away. And so then I'm like, fuck, I'm already running late. I remember I called my mom and I'm like, I need you to coach me over the phone how to drive on the highway. She's like, Bailey, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Why did they let me drive? Why did they let me drive? They let me drive that fucking gold convertible. And then they also would let me drive these fucking vans, big ass vans that had no windows. No windows. Oh my God. It's so fucking crazy. I'm like calling my mom, I'm like, you need to teach me how to drive on the highway. Whatever, I drove on the highway, it was fine. Freaking out for no fucking reason. You want to know why? It was because our boss fucking forgot milkshakes. We had one catering order. It was the only time we ever had to do milkshakes. Ever. And he fucking forgot them. Oh my fuck. I'm like trying to think if there's anything else that happened in that Sporties van. Like, just so much. Like, there was just so much. Like, moral of the story, though, is like, I don't know why these people let me drive. I don't know why they let me drive. One time I did rear end someone, but it was his fault. It was his fault because he stopped too quickly. He stopped not fast enough, and then I didn't stop fast enough, so I rear-ended him. It wasn't even anything crazy. And I was like freaking out. Like I was crying, and I was like freaking out. I was driving the Sporties van, and the guy was freaking out for me. And I'm thinking he's freaking out because he like hit someone too. And like, I don't even know. But I did rear end him and it ended up being literally fine. Isn't that fucking insane? Like I rear end someone. I'm like fucking 18 years old. I'm crying and he's like freaking out for me, thinking that about him and what he did, you know, thinking he was in the wrong. I'm thinking I'm in the wrong. I'm not in the wrong, obviously. And I just like remember I drive back. And also at this time, it takes me so long to get back because I didn't drive on the highway to get there. So I already add an additional how many minutes. And I don't drive on the highway to get back, obviously. And then also in the middle of that, I do, end up, hitting someone. I'm going back to work and acting like it was completely normal. God, I'm going to have to do a podcast episode soon about my first job because holy crap. Like, I can't believe they let me drive. Like, I can't believe they let me drive these things. Anyways, we are on our last car, which is my most current car. A lot of things have happened in that car too. Nothing as severe though, I will say. But one fun fact about that car, I don't know why it's this car specifically, but this car, I for the life of like, not for the life of me, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just need a second. I just don't know why specifically with that car. Like, I have so many scrapes. I have like, dents. Like, I never scraped or dented a Sporty's van once. Same thing with my gold convertible. That was it. Like, I think I had one scratch, but that was it. But there have been multiple scratches that have happened on this car. The first one that happened, I sobbed. Holy shit. I cried so hard because my parents got me that car used after I was like, I can't drive the gold convertible anymore. Like, it just is not, I can't do it anymore. And so they get me this car. It was so sweet. I cried so hard. And I had it for a while, drove it so carefully, but then one day I was, if you know, in Chicago, if you live in Chicago and you've been in the parking garage for the Trader Joe's in Lincoln Park, you would fucking know that is the worst fucking parking lot ever because they have these huge ass fucking poles. Huge fucking poles that are fucking cement, concrete. And the spaces are so tiny. And what had happened, obviously, you see where I'm going with this, I'm backing out and I fucking scratched the car. Not super horribly, but to the point where I'm like, oh my fucking God, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. I remember I was like going to go to I was going to Trader Joe's to go get something for me and my ex-boyfriend. And I remember I'm like, I don't even grab the stuff. I come home and I just like start sobbing, looking up all these ways that I can get the scratch out. And then I put Sharpie on it and it did cover it. Honestly, like, it did a fair amount of coverage. And like till then, everything was chill. Everything was chill. Nothing was noticed. Nothing happened. Bang. What's next? So then you're asking yourself, Bailey, what happened now? It's always a pole. It always has to do something with a pole. That car has a backup camera, but God, I do love to cause accidents. I'm backing up in this alleyway. It's pretty dark at night. I'm backing up in this alleyway. What do? I hit another pole. This time it's wooden. Huge wooden pole. Huge wooden pole, guys. Like, and I back into it, and of course, like, I will insert a picture of what it looked like. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, the back bumper, like, causes the biggest dent ever to the point where you can see, like, parts of the car and how the bumper gets put together. It's like a huge fucking dent. So bad. Like, so bad that you can see part of the interior of the car. And I don't know what the fuck to do. I freak out, obviously. I don't know what the fuck to do. But so it has that, dent for a really long time. And I'm freaking out. And one day I'm at Six Flags with my ex-boyfriend. And I don't know why we did this. This was actually the most insane thing I don't know why we did it. And we're driving, and this guy, like, is at the gas station. We're at the gas station. He's like, I'm not even kidding. I fix cars. I can literally fix your car right now and fix that dent. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I can fix it. And so we pay him $300. $300. I don't know why we did it. $300 fucking dollars. We thought it was a steal. But I will say he like got the dent out. And then the problem was that the last part was that, like, where the dent was out, like, there still was like a little disconnect, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Like, what I'm describing is making no sense. Anyways, so then he's like giving us step-by-step instructions. Like, you're going to go to an AutoZone and you're going to get these things, blah, blah, blah. So we go to the AutoZone. He's like, just call me if you need anything. We're calling this guy, texting this guy. He's not responding to us at all. And I'm like, oh my God, like it didn't even like set through to us at that time either. It didn't feel like I got scammed at the time. And so I then sit there and I paint. I literally have to like get this bumper filler. Okay, I needed bumper filler. And so I get bumper filler, and then you have to get the bumper filler, then you have to dry it, then you have to smooth it out. And like I was covered in like bumper filler black, and then I like had to get black car paint, and they had Nissan black paint. And so I get that and I like start painting it, and I'm like, oh my God, crazy. And so basically I like reassemble the whole entire back of the car again, as if there was no dent, but you can see where it is like now. Obviously, like I will insert a picture. Okay, everything I'm saying doesn't make any sense. I have to like insert a picture. And then you say to yourself, okay, Bailey, proud of you. Well, I did the same thing again. On the same fucking bumper, I back into another pole. I think this at like once a year this happens. I back into another pole. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. But I'm like looking up, how do I get a dent out? Like I get a denter, like a dent puller. It's not working. And then I'm like with Kaylee, and like it's after work. I remember, and I was like, you need to help me do this. And we look up a video online, or like do the hot water. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Fuck it. So this is right after work. We use the tea kettle from work. I get the plunger from work. I'm like laying literally on the ground. I'm covered in fucking mud. Kaylee is laying the fucking sheet. I'm going to insert a picture of what the before and after was too. So I'm laying down on the ground. I'm literally under, my hand under the dent. It was crazy. I can't believe this even happened. She's pouring the hot water. And I push, and I get like half the dent out. And I'm like, holy shit, Kaylee, it's fucking working. So then Kaylee keeps pouring water, and I'm not even kidding. I push the dent out. I push the fucking dent out. And so then what do I do? The same thing all over again, guys. What do? I get my ass to AutoZone. Because I think I had to go home for something. And I was like, fuck, I have to fix the car. And like my dad had already seen like the first paint job and how horrible it looked. So he already seen that. So he knew already the car was fucked up on the bumper. And I take my ass to AutoZone. Do the same thing all over again. I get bumper filler. I get black paint. I smooth. I buff out the car. I then get like, I polished my whole entire car. Like I had to make sure the car was looking okay. And I remember I was telling everybody at work, because it was happening after work, and I was like, Kaylee's helping me get a dent out of my car. And nobody believed me. Nobody believed that it was gonna fucking work. I remember I was sending pictures of before and after. And I was like, yeah, my fucking ass doesn't even look like anything is fucking there from far away. From far away, obviously. If you're right next to it, you're gonna see it. And I ended up also so this is the other damage that has happened to my car. I just love to, I don't know. God, that fucking car is insane. I hate that car so much, but it is what it is. And then I got another scratch on my car. Once again, I'm going out of an Aldi parking lot, and it's so compact. And also I have ADHD, ADD, whichever one. And I have horrible spatial relation. This has always been a thing about me, that I've had horrible spatial relation. And so I'm like literally scratched the side of the car so badly. And it was horrible. I was so upset about it. My dad screamed at me, obviously. And then I tried to, paint that too. Yeah, it doesn't look great. Just a few more things. And then I gotta go. Okay. Like I'm on a phone call. When I got the car first too, it didn't have any AC. No AC. And I remember that then we got the AC fixed. And then I remember I'm driving to Galena, and I'm like, oh shit. As we're driving, the AC goes out. It's about to be a 3-hour drive. It's like 100 degrees out. So then we have to sit there. And I was supposed to drive back, but that morning I woke up and I felt so sick. So my ex-boyfriend had to drive all the way back. And 3 hours without the fucking AC. And then he had to go to work. Anyways. Trying to think. And then there's like 2 other things that have happened with this car. So like the struts went out too. Also, this car is 190,000 miles. Like, I should not be driving this car. The struts went out at some point. So when I was driving, like the car would like buzz. It was so scary. It was so fucking scary. And the last thing, my transmission went out. Well, and so while I'd be driving, the transmission would like just sometimes go out, and I would like be turning left, and I would have to press the gas like 80 times, like bah, 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 and then the car would start driving. People would honk at me when I was turning left. Or if I was like at a stop sign, like, why isn't she going? Why isn't she going? And I would like press the gas so many fucking times. And that's for the drive. And that, that's it for the driving episode. Holy shit. Genuinely, like, all I have to say about this is like, why did my parents let me drive at all? Why did they let me drive that convertible? Why did Sporties let me drive that van? Like, legitimately, this is like why I need to be stopped. Like, this is what I mean. Like, I need to be stopped on the road. Like, truly. Holy shit, Bailey. That was like, I'm 25 now. God, I started driving at like 16. Holy shit, it's been 9 years of just like driving. And like, God, like, I can't believe there have been so many cars in between. Like, so many cars in between. Like, and so many iconic stories from every single one of them. Is it about the car? Actually, most of the time it's like, I think about it, it's like, do I need to be stopped or does chaos follow me? And like, if you think about it, like this car, yeah, I need to be stopped. But also at the same time, chaos is following because why are my parents letting me drive this car? Moral of the story of this whole entire episode is that people should not let me drive certain cars, and I don't know why they let me. Let alone just everybody shouldn't be driving those cars. Guys, aww, I'm happy we're back. I'm gonna persevere the hardest I can. I gotta start posting clips on TikTok so that I don't have to feel like I am losing my mind just doing service industry stuff. I need to post about the podcast so I can blow up and then never have to work a day in my life again. And I can just tell people about me and how, I got a cone stuck in the wheel. Driver's ed. Guys, I love you so much. I'm so happy. I'm just like, I was really nervous about recording the podcast episode today because I always do this where it's like, everything takes a while to set up because like you have to set up the sound, you have to make sure everything looks right on the camera, you have to set up the camera, I have to do my makeup, I have to then make sure the camera's recording. I got it. So much happens. There's a lot of behind the scenes. Theo and I sit there and we edit, and then I have to do all the editing. He does the, sound editing. I do all the video editing, and it's a lot, but once a month it's gonna happen. I need to start being able to plug this more to my customers. They all think I should do improv. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm gonna see if I can get Miss Reliable on here. Come here, honey. Come here. Come on. Come here, honey. I gotta put my laptop down and I'll come. Come here, baby. Come here, honey. Come here. Come on. Come on. You got it. Come on. Oh, I love him so much. Do you have anything to say? I'm going to pick him up. He's going to be mad. Say something. Speak. Well, I just held him up to the camera. And with that, guys, thank you for listening. I love you all so much. I'm excited for what's going to be next for this upcoming episode. And if we've learned anything from this podcast at all, um, especially on the road, is that my name is Bailey Resman, and I need to be stopped.